Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a Black Aegis interview. Today we are joined by the Colonel Clutch.
Hello, everybody.
So, Clutch, I hear you are a very high-ranking person. Is that correct?
That would be correct. Second highest
Hmm.
in the military I am ranked as.
That's crazy. I do just a random question for you. That hand of yours, were you like cursed by Midas, or what happened there?
Well, essentially, yes, this curse, as known in the Greek mythology, is known as the Midas Touch. As a secret mission back in my Delta days, which was shortly after the clan's opening. Um, yeah, we were raiding the village. We had killed
Hmm.
everybody there. But yeah, there was this one house that we went into. I pointed my gun at the. It was an old woman, just sat there.
Hmm.
Now to this day, I think she was some sort of witch. She chanted some incantation, and then I looked down at my hand, and it's just golden.
Wow.
So
Uh, ever thought of cutting it off and trying selling it?
okay. Well, no. See, here's the neat part. After I learnt to control these powers after the incident, I've
What's
been
the
using the.
incident?
It's traumatizing.
I assume
I
not
don't want.
PG-13.
Uh, well, I mean, it is, but it just brings me trauma to this day.
Oh,
It's
so sorry to hear that.
yeah, but after learning to control it, not turn everything to gold, no matter who or what I touch. Um, yeah, I use it to turn things to gold, and we sell that back to a profit to make money for Aegis. So
Oh,
yeah, it's a little secret. It's out there now. Surprise!
it's not a
All your
secret
gold is
anymore.
fake. Well, it's not fake. It's 24 karat, finest gold on the market. But
But I will ask, how did you get such a high rank in Aegis? You said
well,
you started as like Delta, and now you're
well,
this.
originally I was one of the first batch of troops to be trained when Aegis was still a private military. I was trained directly into Bravo by Mr. Big and the commander himself. Um, for a good 2, 3 weeks, we were only, practicing our movement, practicing shooting patterns, stuff along those lines. There was no live fire until
Mm.
I think 2 months after we started training. Don't fact check me on that, but it's around that time period we got live fire introduced to fieldcrafts, and by then everybody knew, you know, what they were doing, how to do stuff under fire, so people weren't shitting themselves like they do now.
Mm.
Then after that, after the first recruitment maps release, I Captain old Captain Delta Jolly, he came up to me and said, "Yo, would you like to be a part of Delta? Seeing you're quite good at the military and its aspects and the PvP and everything, we could use somebody like you." So I joined it. I was originally just a sharpshooter in Delta. Then I quickly shifted to the second in command, followed by Ace as the first in command. So that got me to the rank of 04. Then afterwards, it was ooh the opening of Charlie Division. The first opening of it was a few months, maybe either a month or a few weeks after the opening of Fort Blackwater, which we're in today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I became the head of Charlie because Delta had closed down due to insufficient members because there was a time in Aegis where we didn't have too many soldiers to work for us. But
You didn't always have 300 members.
yes, we've reached 300 members. Thank you everybody for that
Again.
one. I will say, with this milestone, uh, Division Charlie is going to, reopen shortly after the maps get finished building. So look forward to that. But anyway, when I was captain of Charlie, which is now Cyber today, who is pre-enlisting people, if you want to join, it was originally a technical support division. So instead of it being, vehicles, aircraft, movement, stuff like that, like it is today, it
Hmm.
still had vehicles, but it also had medics and radio operators. So those three different parts of the division all had their own separate leaders. We had Chud, the leader of medics. You were the leader of transport for a time, and then got replaced by Willie, who is still
Hmm.
it today, I'm pretty sure.
No, Twice is now head of transport.
Oh, lovely. And then the head of radio was Charlie, also known as Bitch. But yeah, they all had their own jobs, but we didn't have enough members because it opened at a high point, and then shortly after it went to a low point, so we didn't have any members to join the ranks of Charlie. So
Hmm.
it shut down again. But then after that, I applied for Colonel, and that's where I am today.
So, what is your job as the Colonel? What is your importance within Aegis?
That's a good question. Thank you, Kratos. My job as Colonel is to look over basically the entire military alongside Lee, to help take the ease off of looking over everybody, because that's a big range of people. So I look over half of the officer corps. He looks over the other half. We get them to hand us in reports, paperwork, and everything to
Hmm.
see what they're doing, see how they're going as officers and as their respective division leaders or parts of that division. Make sure they're doing their job, making sure they're getting people into their division, make sure they're
Oh,
not losing too many people. And then just look after them. If they have a question, they come to us, they ask it, we provide them support. Anybody can do that. Like anyone, enlisted A1 all the way up to O1, S1, anything. You can come to me or Lee, ask us questions about anything. We will help you.
so other than splitting the officer corps and helping with half, and Lee having the other half, what else do you do to help Lee?
Well, I've been Lee's friend for a solid, I'm gonna say, 3, 4 years. Been a bit of rough
Oh,
patches. Okay. There's been a couple of rough patches throughout that, yes, where I wasn't too friendly with him at points, but now we're better and better friends than ever. So I just help him if he has any questions about life or stuff like that. You'll
oh,
come to me and ask me for advice as well. So
oh. Um, so if an A2 were to walk up to you, say, "Oh my God, Mr. Clutch, I love you so much," what advice would you give him to help him get into the officer corps and help him keep that position?
well, to get into the officer corps, first of all, you need to know your stuff. So go to the staff handbook. Everything you need to know is in there. You'll get formations, fire patterns, how to use a radio, all the essentials of, you know, how to command a team, how to use your weapons, what your weapons do. It's all listed on the Discord. All you gotta do, read it, research it, put it into action, and then once you do that long enough, you have to have commitment. Mind you, I joined when this place was still private. That was nearly a year ago. I think it was a year
Actually,
ago,
it
a
was a
few
year
days
ago at this
ago.
point.
Yeah, it was a year ago, a few days ago. And look where it got me. This is where commitment gets you, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm. Truly, truly brilliant, Clutch. Well, I don't believe I do actually have any more questions. So, is there anything you'd like to say to the boys and girls watching the interview?
Well, as I just said, keep up the attendance. Make sure you know your stuff. Even if you want to, come into any of the maps, you can come in privately, get a group of people, go to the CQC, do CQCs, train your aim, do private field crafts with your, friends or division members. You can do anything. All these maps are for you to use privately if you wish, not just for events to be held. You can come and use these at any time, any day, anywhere. It it's it's up to you.
Like Burger King, have it your way.
Yeah, yes, yeah, like Burger King. Do it your way. Um,
It has been brilliant having you here. Hopefully, you can get a new colonel, because you're pretty shit.
okay.
I'm just messing. I love you, Clutch.
Thank
Anyways,
you. No
have a good
homo.
day. And yes, not, well, maybe for me, but no homo. Anyways, thank you all for watching. And tune in to the next interview. We might be interviewing Cyber next. I
Well,
don't know if he's still doing it.
maybe
I
if
might.
you edited instead of being a fat bastard, there would be a
I
blooper reel.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Haha. I insulted him, and he can't do anything about it because I'm the colonel. Hehe. Okay.
Ready to start?
Yep, we're live.
Alright.
But then there was this one house that I went into. There's one person left. They chanted some incantation. Fuck! Okay, I'll just cut that out. Alright, I'll start that again.
Oh. So, like, what do you do as the colonel? Like, what is your importance within Aegis?
See, that's a good question. Me as the colonel. What do I do? That's a really good question. What do I do? Okay, we'll re-ask that question in a minute. Let me just think.
I had to make a reference so Big would watch the interview.
Yes, then.
I don't know if we're allowed to say his real name.
Yeah, but like, I'm just gonna room kick you.
Yeah, but like you have AI though.
The streamer cam can see me kicking you. Bye bye.
Oh no!
Silly little Luke McCrack. Please, I want you, Lee. Please, for the love of Christ, cut it off at the end of my bye. Please. It'll be
Oh.
funny. It'll be funny.
Oh.
Look at me. Look at my mouth.